I'm Alex Loyd, and I want to welcome you to the Immune System Master Key. This project has been in the works for more than 3 years, and I've been more excited about this than maybe anything I've ever done, with the possible exception of the LT3 program, although the LT3 and the Master Key just fit hand in glove perfectly. So the reason I've been so excited is because this has been a missing piece, in my opinion, for many, many years, whether it's in the health world or people trying to improve their relationships or achievement and career. But right now, while we get started, I need to inform you of something. When we first filmed this entire program a number of months ago, it had a different name. It was called the Spiritual Immune System Master Key. And the problem was, everyone that we showed it to, and they saw that name, said you need to change the name. You need to take the word spiritual out because it's going to confuse everybody. And as much as I hated to do that, because that's really what this program is about, I finally agreed that they were right. And their point is that everyone has different spiritual views and beliefs about their life. You might call them A, B, and C. And person A, seeing the name Spiritual Immune System Master Key, is likely to think it's not that the program is not from the perspective of their belief, but from the belief of B or C. A person who has spiritual belief B is likely to think it's either C or A, and a person who has spiritual belief C is likely to think it's either A or B. In other words, everybody thinks, ooh, this is something that I don't believe in, when in reality it's something that works with any person, any belief, no matter what you believe. But here's the point. In 1971, almost 40 years ago, President Richard Nixon declared war on cancer. In that 39-year time period, cancer has gone from the 8th leading cause of death to today, in 2010, number 2, and forecasters are saying it won't be long before it's number 1. Now, it doesn't sound to me like we're doing a great job of winning that war. I don't call that winning. During that same time period, the diagnoses for almost any health condition you can name have skyrocketed. The amount of money spent on medications has skyrocketed. And you know, a lot of times those of us more in the alternative community will point our finger and say, yeah, it's because of standard medicine. If people were doing herbs and minerals and stuff, that wouldn't be happening. Oh, wait a minute. We've got to back up on that one, because in the year 2000, was the first year that people were just as likely to see an alternative therapist as they were their family medical practitioner. And in the year 2000 was the first year in recorded history that in Western civilization people spent dollar for dollar as much on alternatives as they did on medications. And that wave started about 10 years before that. So we've been on about a 20-year wave of natural alternative health, and those numbers it's still getting worse. So what could it be? Everywhere you go, you hear either standard medicine or alternative. You know, 2 people are on a plane talking about their gallbladder. One is talking about the medicine they're on, the other one's talking about the natural herb or mineral they're taking. And you hear that story everywhere. You see it in magazines, you see it on television. What if the real source of the problem and the solution was not in either one? It wasn't in standard medicine, and it wasn't in alternative. What if the real thing is somewhere totally different? Well, you know what? That would make sense as to why things have been getting worse, even with the wave of natural health. Now, I'm not against natural health. I take supplements every day, try to exercise, try to eat well, all that. I'm not against that. All I'm saying is, in spite of that, things have continued to get worse. Well, it would make sense if the real issue was somewhere totally different as to why things have continued to get worse and worse and worse. And that's exactly what I believe is the case. I believe the real source of our problems and the solution is in the spiritual realm. Not standard medicine, not even alternative, even though that's great stuff. That if we really want to heal ourselves at the source in that way that will be lasting and permanent, we have to address the spiritual. And in the context of this program, the Immune System Master Key, you're going to discover that we are a three-part being, and one of the critical elements to unlocking ourselves to life and health and achievement and career and relationships and everything that you want in your life is to unlock that spiritual, that core element of yourself so that those issues can heal and you can be in harmony with yourself, with all three parts of yourself in harmony. And we'll be talking a lot more about that later. But anyway, you're going to be seeing throughout this program that word spiritual immune system. And I just wanted you to understand the reason for that is that was the original name, but we took it out because we didn't want to confuse and scare people. But there's nothing to be scared of. And I think you're going to see that as you go through the course of the program. This is not specific to a particular religious view. In fact, I don't think this is a religious program at all. We tried very hard to make sure it wasn't. So we believe everyone will be very comfortable doing the Immune System Master Key, even though one of the critical elements is to heal that spiritual core that all of us have. So I just needed to explain that to you so it would make sense as you go through the program. Not at all trying to deceive anybody, just didn't want to scare everybody before they could get it and try it to see there's nothing to be scared of and to feel it work in their life. So now you know the reason for the name change, that there's nothing to be scared of, and you're going to see that as you go through the program. And I challenge you to really engage with this. Really get in there, get your hands dirty, try it. I think once you try this, you're going to love it as so many people have in the 3 years that we've been putting it together and testing it. And it's going to make a huge difference in your life, and it's going to unlock you for your full, total potential in every area of your life. So thank you so very much, and welcome to the Immune System Master Key.